Hi, friends. Pastor Ralph here. This devotional is obviously for you because you're listening, but the word that God gave me to share probably isn't necessarily for you. I say that because it's something that others need to hear more than those of you who are watching this devotional online somehow. I think in the past year, as we've stopped meeting for worship, for coffee hour, for Bible study and life groups, and even outreach for the most part, as we've stopped meeting, a lot of people have just given up worshiping online, joining Zoom fellowship and Zoom Bible study, participating in outreach in some way. A lot of people have given up. And it makes sense. It's just harder. It's more difficult. It's not normal. It doesn't feel as meaningful sometimes. And so a lot of folks have given up. And so for those of you watching, I appreciate that you're still finding an active way to participate in the faith that Jesus Christ gave you through baptism, that you're finding ways to be engaged in the Bible through our online devotionals like this. You're probably also somebody who's worshiping with us online on occasion, and also maybe helping in some way. But the word God gave me was from Hebrews 10. It was verses 24 to 26. In Hebrews, it says, "Let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds." And here's the part that's not for you. After he says, let us spur one another on, he says, not giving up meeting together, as some of us are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. If we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of truth, no sacrifice for sins is left. He says in Hebrews, don't give up meeting together. He says it's not part of your faith. God reveals to you that he wants you to be a part of worship and fellowship and giving and being a part of a church in some way and serving others. And some of us just give it up. And I think the grace is that God knows that it's harder and not normal and not as meaningful for us. But the truth that God reveals is that it's upon us. It's a gift that comes with our faith and our salvation to continue to be a part of something, even if it's not normal or difficult. And so for those folks who aren't listening, don't give up meeting. That's the truth God wants you to tell you. Keep meeting. Get back to it. But that's not for you listening. For you listening right now, the message is that first sentence there and the second part of the second. He says, consider how you may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, right? How do you turn to your neighbor, spurring them on towards love and good deeds? How do you find somebody from the congregation or from your life who have given up meeting together, and how do you spur them on? And then it says, encourage one another. Essentially, you're doing the work that Jesus did for us, sharing the truth. But you're sharing it to other members of the church that might just not be interested in online worship. You're doing it with neighbors who have gone cranky and complacent, or those that are so wrapped up in negativity and argument that there's not a lot of joy in their lives anymore. It's your duty and your gift to spur others on towards love and good deeds and to be encouraging to one another. That's the work for those of us listening, to share that gift that God gives of not meeting together. But also I want to encourage you because it's great that you're here spending 5 minutes of your day just listening to the word, considering how God will change your day and acting in response. You're doing great. God's got you in his hands. God's love is with you right now. I know it's hard. I know it's not as good as being face to face, but you're doing it. And that makes all the difference. Thanks for being here. And I'm so grateful for anybody who listens to me. I can't imagine why anyone gives any bit of their time to listen to someone like me, but I'm grateful that you do and that you're somehow inspired by the love of God through me. So my friends, be encouraging. Find other people. Look through your directories and your phone books and wherever you keep names and find people who may have given up. Call them right now. Text them right now. Email them right now. Visit them right now if you're comfortable. And spur them on towards love and good deeds. Encourage them. Maybe send them this video even. Bring them to church on Sunday with sharing the YouTube video. But be encouraging the way Christ is always encouraging with you. And thanks for listening, everybody. Keep looking up.